So, Pluribus just came out on Apple TV, and I checked out the first episode, and I'm telling you, I'm already hooked on this show. It started out incredible. So, if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. I'm gonna give a brief synopsis and basically tell you what I like about it. So, it starts out with a countdown from 439 days out, and some scientists have found a signal that they've said is coming from 600 light years away, and they're trying to decipher it. They're using all their terminology, to kind of figure out. They think it's like maybe like an encryption or something. They don't really like go into it. We just find out that, you know, they found this signal in space, and they're trying to figure out what it is. Then we jump forward to 71 days, it's still a countdown, and we meet Carol Sturka. She's an author. She's got a nice little book series, and just like many times, the trope of the person who has a talent, has fans, but doesn't really like her fans because she feels like what she's doing isn't good enough, is in play. But we kind of meet her, kind of get a feel for her, and you find out, you see all the scientists working towards whatever it is that the signal that they heard is. They figure out something, but that's what's that. uh she's located in Dallas at this time. Not much more going on from there. Next, we jump forward to 29 days. At 29 days, we have an incident where a scientist, Jen, gets bit by a rat. And they had been working on whatever it was working on. Almost immediately, she goes into some sort of convulsion and almost like fully collapses. And then we see, you know shortly after, she comes out and she kisses a guard, and suddenly he goes into the same convulsions and everything. And you see her partner who was helping her out, he's out of his suit and he kisses the janitor. So it looks like whatever they created was some sort of disease or virus or something, and it's transmitted through bodily fluids, because we end the scene with her licking all the donuts. So you know it transmits very, very fast. We jump forward from 29 days all the way to 3 hours. At 3 hours, Carol is basically, you know, going through her motions. They finishing up her book tour. She's drinking with her friend Helen, or her producer girlfriend, whatever you want to call her. I don't know. They don't really explain it, but it just seems like they're in some sort of relationship. Anyways, while they're at the bar, you see in the background that the airbase has been on lockdown, and they go outside to just have a smoke. And as Carol looks up, she sees, planes flying over, and it's kind of like the whole idea of chemtrails are in the sky at night. And she's like, oh, I wonder what's going on. Shortly after, a guy crashes a vehicle. She goes up to him, tries to see if he needs any help. He's basically convulsing. She's trying to get Helen's attention. Helen starts convulsing, falls over, and then basically everything basically starts falling apart. Carol's trying to get help for Helen. She goes into the bar. You see everyone else is having these convulsions. She, no one's being able to help her. Everyone's reacting pretty much the same. She gets Helen into the back of this truck. She goes to the hospital. Same thing going on at the hospital. Basically, everyone's, having these convulsions and everything. And, every city's on fire, all types of stuff. People are crashing vehicles. Houses are burning down. Everything's just falling apart in the entire world, basically. Um, you know, After she gets there, suddenly everyone stops convulsing and they start moving. Oh, I forgot to mention. Uh, as all these people from the previous moments were getting whatever was transmitted to them, they all started working in unison, like a hive mind, so that they could continue on with whatever they were doing. It's almost like it's a disease that wants to continue procreating, whatever. Anyways, so all the people start moving in unison. They wake up from, whatever their convulsion is. They go to get, Helen's body out the back of the truck, and Carol's like, no, 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 you can't do that. She runs away, drives home. The neighbor, she's trying to get in her house, don't have her keys because she left them in her car or whatever. And the neighbor kids are like, oh, remember in April, whenever you locked yourself out, you got a key under the pot. So at the same point of them getting this disease or virus or whatever it is, it's transmitting all the knowledge, it seems, from all the people to all the people. So everyone knows who she is. As she's running away, they're like, Carol, we can help you. And then as she's in the house, she sits down, turns on the TV. There's one channel working. It's like C-SPAN, of course, and she's basically like, and it's like, call us, Carol. We can help you when we know you have questions. So she calls the number. It's like the Secretary of U.S. Agriculture at the time, and he's basically like talking to her, like, look, you know, we're gonna find out why you're different, so that we can fix you and you could be like us. And she's like, oh hell no. And what's crazy, she's like, yeah, there's got to be other people like me out there. And he's like, there's 11 other people like you. And she's like, in town? She's like, no, like, no, in the whole world. There's only 11 people like you. We're going to fix you. And she's like, what if I say no? Because you said, my freedom is my body, and my life is mine to, do with as I please. And they're like, all like, you're going to like what we have for you. You're going to want to join us. Basically, everything is perfect. So, just stay home and let us fix everything that's fallen apart. We've had a lot of unexpected people die. Things are burning down. Like, we're going to fix everything and we'll get back to you. If you need anything, just call us. We'll bring it to you. And that's basically where the first episode ends at. So it's like, I'm already hooked because it's like, I like cliffhangers. I'm just like, oh my goodness, what is going to happen next? So here we are. Like, Carol, like, I like her character, even though she has a little bit of the trope. She don't have no fans no more, so it doesn't even matter. But she definitely got a book to write, so I don't know what's going to go on with that. But I do like the idea that there's only 11 people in the world like that. So what I wonder is, are they going to meet up? Are these people going to meet up? Are they going to be able to communicate through all the different, languages? 11 people in the world. There's got to be maybe one other English speaker, but there's gonna have to probably be some language disconnect, or maybe they just never meet up at all. Maybe they never have to interact with each other, and the whole, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing here. So I'm excited because I'm about to jump into episode 2, but I just, I wanted to get that out there. Pluribus, Apple TV, it is looking great so far, and I'm going to be doing more of these videos. So let's talk. Tell me in the comments what you like about the episode. Tell me in the comments what you're expecting going forward with this show. And just, let's have a conversation. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh, one last thing before I go. I know I already said that. The timer is no longer counting down. We are at 1 hour counting up.